So former President Trump is reacting to the fact that the January 6th committee now made criminal referrals to the Department of Justice, basically saying like, yeah, this guy committed a whole bunch of crimes. Here's the list of the crimes. You should go after him for these things. Now, that carries no legal weight. I should be clear about that. But nonetheless, it's kind of a big deal that a former president is being recommended for criminal charges, on top of the fact there's already like 6 investigations into him, and a bunch of them are showing some promise. So, over on Truth Social, Trump is having another glorious psychotic break I wanted to share with you. So let's start with this one here. Statement on January 6th committee referral. These folks don't get it, that when they come after me, people who love freedom rally around me. It strengthens me. What doesn't kill me makes me stronger. Americans know that I pushed for 20,000 troops to prevent violence on January 6th. That's a brazen lie. And that I went on television and told everyone to go home. That's also a lie because he spoke out of both sides of his mouth. He said, you're beautiful people, you're special people, you're wonderful people, but please go home in peace. I understand why you're angry, you're correct, but please go home in peace. And that was hours after he should have done it. The people understand that the Democratic Bureau of Investigation, the DBI, had to keep me from running for president because they know I'll win, and that this whole business of prosecuting me is just like impeachment, a partisan attempt to sideline me and the Republican Party. Yeah, no. Not at all. By the way, the line about freedom gets me every time. When they come after me, people who love freedom rally around me. This is from a guy who keeps saying in his rallies, we should give the death penalty to drug dealers. Imagine pretending like you believe in freedom and then being like, we should execute the small weed dealer. That's what we should do. But I love freedom. But kill the small weed dealer, but I love freedom. Okay, so clearly he's melting down. Now, I will say, the thrust of his argument here has never been less true. The argument being, hey, when they come after me, it makes me stronger. No, that's now the opposite is true. That the polling numbers show you've been plummeting in support because you embarrassed the Republicans in the last election. Your candidates got draxed. Then you launched an NFT scam at a time when Ron DeSantis was surging. And a poll came out and you had a 30% approval rating. It's the lowest approval rating for Trump I've ever seen. So it certainly looks like the more they come after you these days, the more you go down in the polls. The more you go down. So that's just wrong. But I got another one. This one is sad. Even for Trump, this is sad. The other, what I just read you is sort of like standard Trump. Look at this. The fake charges made by the highly partisan Unselect Committee of January 6th have already been submitted, prosecuted, and tried in the form of impeachment hoax number 2. I won convincingly. Double jeopardy, anyone? Oh my God. Needless to say, that is not how it works. It's not. Double jeopardy is you can't be tried for the same crime twice in court. Impeachment is not court. It's not the same thing. It's not even close to the same thing. God, he's so pathetic. He's reaching so hard. He's trying so hard to like wiggle out of this accountability. And look, keep it real. All of this squealing from him makes me think like, oh, he's actually fucking shook right now. There was a sad story that came out the other day which talked about how he has one of his aides follow him around as he plays 18 holes of golf every day and read him positive stories about himself. Oh, that's so sad. Some of his aides call other world leaders and other like powerful people and basically beg them to call Trump and like suck him off and tell him he's special because he's so sad and down in the dumps and dejected over the past, few months. Oh, that's the saddest thing I've ever heard. You have a former president like Jimmy Carter who's like building houses for people without houses and like curing diseases in Africa. And then you have Trump playing golf and being unable to go 15 minutes without compliments. Holy fucking shit, bro. Holy shit. Oh, he's so sad. He's so sad. Anyway, unironically, I think they're closing in. There's going to be indictments. There might be some convictions. And that hurts him. That hurts him. At this point, the only question I'm really, I don't know the answer to is he going to go to jail? And if he's going to go to jail, for how long? That's the only thing. Because there's almost certainly going to be indictments. And the only thing that could prevent this from succeeding is basically the people going after him having no balls and backing off because they think, we don't want to tear the country apart by going after a former president, which can happen, right? But in terms of, is there? Oh, absolutely. And it's just a matter of, do you want to take him down and deal with the consequences or not? And of course, they should want to do it. And, just batten down the hatches because you're going to have some uprisings from the most psycho 5 or 10% of the country. But we'll get through it. We'll get by it. And it would set a better precedent to go after him. Because then you're saying, hey, presidents just can't get away willy-nilly with committing crimes. Because up until Trump, they get away with everything. George W. Bush, Dick Cheney, war criminals, tortures, illegal spying, all these things. Barack Obama, illegal drone strikes. Every post-World War II president, if the Nuremberg laws were upheld, would be hanged, according to Noam Chomsky. And he's correct about that, okay? So, but it would be nice to switch that up and to just start getting presidents for their crimes, especially ones that try to overthrow U.S. democracy. So, anyway, we'll see what happens, but he's scared. Ever since Adpocalypse, when YouTube defunded all independent news and politics overnight, we haven't trusted them. We know they can pull the rug out from underneath us at any time. If you enjoy this content, please consider tipping $1 or $2 per month on the Secular Talk Patreon. Link in the video description box below. Thanks for your support.